All right, today we are unlocking a text that is just steeped in mystery and legend. It's a book that's said to hold the actual keys to the unseen world. It's called the Kitab al Ajnās. Now, this isn't just any old book. No way. This is a grimoire, basically a textbook of magic. And get this, it's attributed to one of the most powerful figures you can imagine in mystical lore, a man named Asif Ibn Barkhiya. He was the chief advisor to the legendary King Solomon, and the stories say he could command entire armies of spirits. And that right there brings us to the core promise of this whole text. It asks this really profound question. What if real power didn't come from all these elaborate rituals or sacrifices? What if it just came down to knowing the right words to say? I mean, just imagine it. What if you could command the fundamental forces of the universe, all with just a single name? So what's the big deal with this book? Why is it so special? Well, it claims to be a collection of ancient, powerful secrets. It's like a direct line of knowledge, passed down from a mythical past, landing right in your hands. Even the title gives us a clue, Kitab al Ajnās. That translates to something like the Book of the Races or the Book of the Kinds. And what kinds are we talking about? We're talking about all the different kinds of spiritual beings, angels, jinns, spirits. The whole point of the book, its entire reason for being, is to give you the exact words, the linguistic tools to command them. Okay, so how is this power supposed to actually work? This is where the Kitab al Ajnās gets really interesting and kind of veers off from a lot of other magical traditions. See, it's not about complex rituals. Its power comes from something way more fundamental. The whole philosophy behind this book is just fascinating. The author is basically saying that true, absolute power, it's not in wands or magic circles or big ceremonies. Forget all that stuff you see in movies. Nope, it's all about language. The secret is simple but huge. If you know the true, hidden name of a being, whether it's an angel or a spirit, you have authority over it. Period. And the author is super clear about this. I mean, listen to this quote. It's straight from the introduction. They say the whole point is to reveal these non-Arabic names. In other words, a secret, powerful language that the ancients kept hidden. The book is literally positioning itself as the key, right? The decoder ring for this divine language. Of course, before you can start talking to these beings, you need to know who they are and where to find them. And the book has you covered. It basically lays out a detailed map of the cosmos, like a who's who of the spiritual world, all organized into this really clear, structured hierarchy. And it starts with some names you'll probably recognize. The book talks about the heavy hitters, the great archangels. You've got Jibril, who we know as Gabriel, the angel of revelation. Then there's Mikael, or Michael, who's in charge of nature. You have Israfel, the one who blows the trumpet on Judgment Day. And of course, Azrael, the angel of death. These guys, they're the top of the spiritual org chart. From there, the text breaks down the heavens into these different levels, or spheres. The book calls them latifas. And the very first one, the highest one, is home to the angels known as the bearers of the throne. These are the beings who are closest to the ultimate source of all power. And here, wow, just look at this. This is an actual page from the manuscript, and it's describing that very first sphere. You don't even have to be able to read the Arabic to feel the history just radiating off of it, right? The script itself is so intricate, you can just feel the weight and the secrecy of the knowledge it claims to hold. It's like looking at a direct link to a time when these secrets were guarded with everything they had. Okay, so here's where the power level just completely escalates. As we move down to the second sphere, the claims become, well, staggering. We're not talking about just any names anymore. The book claims that these are the exact words God taught to Adam way back at the dawn of creation, and they're the same names that Jesus used to perform his miracle. Seriously, take a look at this. This is the actual incantation for that second sphere, and you'll notice right away, that's not Arabic. It's written in that bizarre, almost alien-looking script the author was talking about. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. This is it. This is the book's secret language, right there on the page. All right, so we've got the theory, we've got the structure. Let's get down to the practical stuff. What exactly are these words, and what are they supposed to do? So here it is again, that incantation from the second sphere. Just listen to the sounds in your head. They're alien, they're rhythmic, they're deeply mysterious. This is supposed to be the language of power in its rawest form. And yeah, it's meant to feel completely otherworldly. And here's the big reveal, the whole purpose.
According to this grimoire, if you can speak these specific words, and you have to do it with pure intent, with a clean heart, you can tap into the very same power that Jesus used for his miracles. We're talking healing the sick, curing the blind, even raising the dead. I mean, the stakes just couldn't be higher.
Let's check out another one. This is from the third celestial sphere. And look, it's happening again. We see a totally different set of words, but it's in that same unique script. This just reinforces the idea that we're looking at a complex language here, not just a couple of random, magic-y sounding phrases. So what do these names do? Well, the text claims these are the names of the angels of mercy. And if you speak them, you supposedly gain command over every single angelic spirit and jinn on the entire planet. It's basically the master key to the whole spiritual realm. Okay, so after looking at all these incredible claims, this hidden language, what do we actually take away from a text like this? What's its real legacy, you know?
So what is the Kitab al Ajnās when you really boil it down? Well, on one level, sure, it's a map of the cosmos. It's a dictionary for a divine language. It's definitely presented as a tool for gaining insane amounts of power. But if you look a little deeper, it's also a reflection of something very human, that timeless desire we all have to understand the universe and figure out our place.
Ultimately, it doesn't really matter if you see this as magic or mythology. This grimoire is so much more than just a book of spells. It's a window. It's a window into this incredible worldview, a perspective where reality isn't this fixed, solid thing. Instead, it's something that can be shaped, molded, and commanded, all by the power of language. It's a world where knowing the right word literally changes everything. And that leaves us with one final big question to chew on. When you look at this whole thing, this highly structured system of names and spheres and their effects, what are we really looking at? Is it a manual for ancient magic, a text of profound mystical faith? Or could it be the remnants of a forgotten science, a different way of understanding reality itself? Something to think about.